Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Let's get it. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all a repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, up like dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every regret. Oh, the hardest. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Here we go, Tiger, go brief. 1, 2, 3.
Go hard.
Things in district play tonight, all 7 o'clock starts. We have 3-2 Kaufman up against 5-0 Crandall. Of course, Canada on the field is up against Mesquite T, also with a 1-4 record. Your impressive stats for your Tigers. Cooper Kennerman, 4 touchdown passes. For the year, Cordrick Johnson, 302 all-purpose yards. Bryson Martin, averaging 26.2 receiving yards per game. Amari Thompson, with a season total of 44 tackles. And Keandre Johnson, with 5 total sacks this season. For the Heritage Jaguars, Craig McEwen leading the team with 2 interceptions. Jalen Hawkins, 32 total tackles for the season. Zago Davis, 94 rushing yards per game. Carter Rudenbaugh at quarterback.
This is a test for Studio 101. This is a test for Studio 101. This is a test for Studio 101. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Brant Davis. Test, Studio 101 test. Studio 101 test. Studio 101 test. You might be blowing them out here. You might your slider's so far up, you might be blowing them out down on the other end of the press box.
I don't know.
We'll find out. All right, we're good.
Please welcome to the field your Terrell Tigers. Now making their way to midfield for the coin toss are tonight's captains. Representing Midlothian Heritage, Freeman Robinson, Carter Rudenbach, Ryan Satterwhite, Jaden Moore, and Cooper Farnsworth. And representing Terrell, Abraham Fofana, Keandre Johnson, Ryson Martin, and Omari Thompson.
Good evening, everybody. It's Shuck and
Jim Cooper.
Jim's projecting tonight.
I do have to project. I've been told I have to project.
Hey,
Get ready, Army.
We're getting ready for this game tonight against the Heritage Jaguars. Jim brought some brief notes in. He wants to talk about a little bit on some stats.
Well, Chuck, the visiting team tonight is bringing in some very impressive offensive stats. They got a dual threat quarterback.
The visiting team, so you have the option of calling this coin toss. Heads, tails. Heads, tails. What's your call? What do you say?
These guys have been averaging 67 and a half.
It is tails. You won the toss. What do you want to do? You want to receive? Which direction do you want to kick? Okay, Terrell over here.
It's not like they were
Terrell has won the coin toss and elected to receive.
All
right, guys. All right, guys. Good luck.
Very impressive unit. Now, they have given up points. They've given up 42 or so they gave up 42 to Ennis. So, I think the key for Terrell
Fans, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove your hats so that we can join together for a moment of silence. In order to appreciate our lives in this moment, pray for what's ahead of us, and reflect upon the people and experiences in our lives before tonight.
But they are a very impressive group of young men.
And you know what? We were looking at the roster. I was looking at it earlier today, and then we were talking about it because I know you do your research there at the office. And we were noticing that the young men from Heritage are way bigger in person than they appear on the roster.
Now,
Yeah.
please remain standing and direct your
Yes,
attention to the north end of the field.
You know,
As we honor
that
America
was an old
and our
basketball
former
trick
military
back
service
then
members
that,
and those currently serving
if
at
you
home
were
and abroad.
5'8", they would show you
Please
your
join and
5'10".
sing as the
Yeah.
Terrell Tiger Band
But
plays
it's
the national
this
anthem.
is the opposite in football.
Well, the Terrell Tiger Band is playing the national anthem at this time. We're going to go ahead and take a break and come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football, KPYK, 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We're just finishing up the national anthem. Jim was talking about one of the running backs for Heritage.
Yeah, he had 10 carries last week for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns. So somebody might want to keep an eye on that young man.
For sure. Now, one thing that we've talked about over and over again, and I know we're not on every week, or we probably do it every single week, but we have been impressed with the overall play of the Tigers this year, but especially the back half, the secondary for the Tiger defense.
Yes, they've been I think the strength of the defense in a lot of cases. Other teams have not been able to throw the balls are really successful against the Tigers. I think one of the keys to tonight's game, and it's a key to every game at any level, is the quarterback play.
Yeah, I cannot get his name right, but Cooper, the Snake.
The Snake.
Throw back to Kenny Stabler and the Raiders. But he has impressed me. He kind of had an off game the last home game. He wasn't setting his feet as well as he was, but you know what? I'm sure that's been corrected over the course of the last game and then, of course, the bye week. Yep. Here's the kickoff. It goes into the end zone. The Jaguars were kicking from the scoreboard end, the cemetery into Ben Gill Park, and it goes about 3 or 4 yards deep in the end zone. The Tigers of Terrell will take over at the 25.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen a fake kick on the kickoff.
A fake onside kick.
Yeah. That was very interesting. So, as we come out, Terrell Tigers, we need Cooper. That game you talked about, he was off. He was only 1 for 10 that night. Last game, he was 2 for 6. That's better.
That's better. Lined up in the wing tee. There's Trey on the right side. It's a handoff back to the left side to Cordrick Johnson, it looks like. Looks like he got a gain of 1. The front four of Heritage, they're not a big-looking group, but they are rangy-looking, and they're probably quick.
Rangy was the exact word I was thinking of before you said it. That's exactly right. I bet these guys, they did a good job that play. Let's see how they come on fair on this one.
Wing to the right. Cooper's rolling out. He is throwing the ball down the down the field, and he's got it to just over the overstretched arms of Keandre Johnson. Well, hello, Brant. Brant Davis runs He runs around a lot, but you know what? He's great at what he does.
One of the best receiving threats for Terrell is their tight end, Keandre Johnson, and he ran a good route that time, and it was so close to being completed. Now, Cooper didn't have a lot of time back there. He had a lot of pressure right in his face. So one of those shots you'd like to have back. But let's see, third down now. Let's convert.
All right, keep talking, Jim. I need to do something on the computer here.
Okay, well, that was third down run, and we gain of about 3, which is going to bring them up 4th and 6 for the Tigers. Looks like Juan Abundis is coming out to punt the ball for us.
Tackled by the Jaguars at the 28.
Juan's had a great year.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Not only at punting, but also all the field goal kicking and the extra point attempts. So let's hope he gets time and the coverage team is ready. Punts off. Nice kick. Fielded at the 38-yard line. And he is tackled for a 2-yard loss after that. So it is 1st and 10 for Heritage at the 36-yard line. So Heritage will take the ball over at 30 on the 36. Not an auspicious start for our Terrell offense, but I think here comes one of the keys to the game is being able to slow down this attack from Midlothian Heritage that has been putting up points at a rapid pace in every one of the conference games. Shotgun formation. The snap is back. He's back to throw. He throws it deep down the sideline that was a beautiful throw that hit the receiver in the hands, but luckily he dropped it for your Terrell Tigers. Because that was a tremendous throw downfield.
Sorry if we are sounding muffled over the radio right now. We are having some technical difficulties. We might have to
reboot,
take a little break here in just a little while, but we'll let you know when we do that.
Well, I'll just keep flailing it play-by-play. Second down in the shotgun, still that same 10 yards to gain. A quick slant over the front, and that is to the 45. That's going to be about a pickup of 8. We're about 2 yards short of the first down. 3rd and 2 for the Jaguars.
We might just wait till the end of the quarter and do that, Jim.
Okay.
That was we were talking about the secondary, and the secondary was all over that pass. It was just the receiver got the jump on the inside, and that was a great play, and they're going to get a free play here.
There's the flags there on that one.
Intercepted. That's going to be intercepted, but it's going to be for naught because we jumped off sides.
Yep.
This kid's not worried about throwing the ball all over the field.
No,
as we can see already.
No, he is stepping back there with confidence, and he will chunk it. And that was a beautiful pass.
That receiver was about half a step.
Exactly right.
And Elijah Weber, number 19, he was a corner on that long incomplete pass. He was right there, but quarterback put it just a little out of the reach. All right, 1st and 10 for the Jaguars at the Terrell 49-yard line. There's the fake quick pitch, and let me tell you what, we were all over that, saw that, and it's going to be a big tackle for loss. You know what? He pitched it and then went to the right, and I think we had him bottled up further back than just 2 yards, but nonetheless, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Jaguars.
I bet that the Terrell coaching staff, who's smarter than me, looked at what his offensive ground production was last week and decided that they may need to keep an eye on him and not fall for all the fake pitches and everything.
Yeah, got to have a spy on him if he's got wheels like the stats say he does. Another shotgun formation, twins to the Jaguar bench. He's going to roll towards the bench. He's going to throw it out to nobody, just getting rid of the ball. He could have been throwing it to number 19 over there on the side, but it was way over his head. I think he was just throwing it away.
Well, no, there was actually a flute player in their band that he was targeting, Chuck, that did not make the catch. So, but yeah, that brings up 3rd down and long. Hey, this is exactly what Terrell needs, man. They need to get 3. If they can get them 3 and out right here after only 1 first down, man, that would be tremendous for the Tiger defense.
Twins to the side to the Jaguar sideline once again. Quarterback straight back, drop back. He's going to throw the ball over the middle, and he overthrows everybody. Good thing for us, he's off a little bit right now, and that's going to bring up that 4th down and possibly a punting play for the Jaguars.
Yeah, looks like they're bringing their punting team on, and you're right, Chuck. He's not afraid to stand back there and throw, and if he'll throw like that, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
you know, his time is a little bit off, and I think that's thanks to the Terrell defense. They're at least pushing them back and getting a little bit in their face.
All right. Elijah Weber, number 19, he's back, staying at the 15-yard line, waiting in this kick. It's a booming, tall kick. It's towards he kicks it all the way out to the, looked like he kicked it to the ramp over there by the buses, but it looks like it's going to be out at the 14-yard line. That's where Terrell will take over.
Yes, that was also the good thing. If he hits the cars at optimum collision, they're already dented if they're in that parking lot. If he kicks it all the way over there.
That was a high kick, Jim.
It was a high kick, and makes me wonder about I'm not even going to let know what my thought was before the game yet, as far as the kicker for Heritage, but that's number one. All right, we're gonna go after that. All right. Terrell's coming out for offense.
We've got to get something going here on offense. We're back deep at the, I guess that's the 13-yard line is where they finally spotted the ball. Cooper is under center. Little trap play right up the middle. Looks like he got really good yardage out to the 18-yard line, so it's going to bring up second down and a long 5 for the Terrell Tigers.
Yep, and they're going in the hurry up.
2 in the backfield, crossing pattern. We're going to try to get to the edge with number 3, and he does. He's finally pushed out of bounds. Let's see where they mark that ball. It's going to be a Terrell Tiger first down at the 26-yard line. Well, one's at the 26, one's at the 27. Now they're both at the 26. So first and 10 for the Tigers.
Well, you know, if you're Terrell, you got to do what you can do best.
Yep.
And let's run the ball. And the more they run the ball, the more it will open up for the snake to be able to throw it.
That was Tamine Ambers on that zooming run over the right side of the offensive front. Of course, their backs are against Bengill Park, going towards the scoreboard end of the field. Cooper's in the shotgun. We have a twins look to the wide side of the field. It's going to be a keeper. We have seen this before from Cooper, where he does a really good job of running the ball. It looks like he picks up about 3, maybe a 2.5, out to the 28-yard line.
But they're going with speed. They're going a very hurry-up offense.
Wing to the right. Cooper's going to roll out to the left, and he's just going to take the ball. There's nobody to throw it to. Heritage did a good job on covering everybody downfield, but Cooper did a great job on just tucking it and running. It looks like he's down at 1-yard line, so it's going to bring up third down and long 4 for the Tigers.
Well, the thing about the speed on the defensive line, it came correct because it looked like he had a lot of green that got swallowed up.
Oh, he got hammered. Cooper was going to roll out and do another quarterback keeper to the defensive end from the Jaguars, number 10. Chris Robinson planted him for a tackle for loss back to the 29-yard line, so the Tigers are going to have to punt.
Well, they got it out of the real deep hole that they were in with that one first down, and now we're playing field position. As long as our defense can keep playing also, that's okay.
There's Juan Abundis who does all of our kicking duties. He's got the ball off, and it's a kind of a backwards kick. The backwards rotation rather, and hits and is down at the Jaguar 47-yard line, 48-yard lines where they moved it. So the Jaguars will be in good field position starting off.
Not throwing rocks at a tremendous young man who's done a great job this year, but that was not his best kick.
There was pressure coming on him, so
yes,
he probably rushed it up a little bit.
Right. He got it way high. He didn't get his normal trajectory on his booming kicks.
Well, the good thing is, though, that your key word there was he got it high. He got our coverage downfield. All right, straight up the middle for the Jaguars. It looks like he picks up about 4, maybe 5 yards on that. Good hard run there. What's concerning is that he wasn't touched until he got to the second level of our defense.
But the second level stepped up and made a great full stop. I mean, they
did.
stopped that young man in his tracks.
It's going to bring up second down to 6. They made 4 on that, so they are in Terrell Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. Terrell 48-yard line. There's two beside the Jaguar quarterback, and he's going to give it to the running back to his. Oh, I'm sorry, he faked me out. Quarterback kept it, faked the handoff, and the Terrell Tigers are all over him for a tackle for loss back to the Tiger 49-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Jaguars. Another good defensive stand.
Well, Valentine Caden, number 8 for the Tigers. It fooled you, didn't fool him. He jumped right over that quarterback. That was a great job by the defense. 3rd down. Here we go.
All right, Jaguars have receivers everywhere except for one in the backfield standing to the right of the quarterback who's in the shotgun. He's going to spin the ball up down the sideline. Oh my gosh, what a rope that was. But the defensive cornerback on that side of the field breaks it up. And we keep saying how good they are.
Number 10.
Number 10, yeah. Noah Lewis had was step for step. The ball was on a rope. It was in the hands of the receiver, and he punched it out right at the last minute. That was a great play.
Great play by Noah. They're going to go for it here on 4th down, Chuck.
We got split out. Now they're going to motion. I think they're just trying to fake us out. There's the punt, and it's a little Australian punt. He just wants to pooch it and get it to roll. And we have a receiver back there, which he probably did the right thing, but I don't like it. Noah Lewis once again. I think that's Noah Lewis.
Yes.
He filled the ball with a lot of white shirts around him.
He did, but he smothered it, Chuck, so he was keeping it from bouncing any further.
Mm-hmm.
The first kick that went towards optimum collision, I wasn't really impressed with, but situational punting there from your own from about midfield, that was a great kick.
Yeah, because you hit it and then let it roll.
Let it roll.
Yeah. Cooper's under center here. It's going to be a toss sweep to the right side of the offensive front, and there's Tamine Ambers. He gets great yardage, never brought down, just ran out of green space there on the field all the way out to the 24.5-yard line. That's going to be a big gainer of probably 14 for Tamine. Get to the edge, Terrell Tiger 1st down.
Well, that's the second time they've made the edge on this side, Chuck. Maybe something that the coaches are seeing, that they may try to keep going and get to the edge rather than run up through the middle.
The ball's on this hash now, and we're going to try the toss sweep to the other side. And was that Keandre? That was Keandre running the ball. Big man from the back running the ball on a toss sweep going to the left this time. He gets, looks like 4 yards, so 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers.
That was an interesting play with our big tight end shooting back there and at the running back position. But positive yardage, 4 yards, man, we'll take that every down.
Carlton always used to say 3 yards in a cloud of dust get you a 1st down every time. Here is Keandre once again. This is a little over-under trap play, and I think they punched it out. Let's see what the stripe search say.
I think he was down.
I think he was down too, but he gains about 2 yards on that, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and a very long 4. Another running play by Keandre.
Yeah, very surprising, and hey, element of surprise is a big deal in these high school games.
Well, athletes are athletes, and Keandre's an athlete, so put him anywhere on the field, and he's going to make things happen. There's Cooper on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be close. I think he's just going to be shy of the 35-yard line, which is the line to gain for a 1st down. So it is going to bring up 4th down for the Tigers, and I do not see Juan Abundance, so my guess is we're going jumbo package to the left because we almost always do it to the left. And here comes Cooper in.
Well, and it's not 1.5 yards. It's a solid, just plain yard.
Yeah.
It looks like for the line to gain.
And we lined up jumbo right this time, and we are going to come to the right. Big hole, and he squirts through. I believe that's Tamine Ambers. Tamine's got the ball. He's across the 30, finally run out of bounds at the 17 probably. So big 4th down play. Tamine, give props to the offensive line and the jumbo package. Opened up the right side mine's off to the races.
Well, that was a great run by Tamine Amber, but you're right. He's not able to make that without the offensive line. And that's what happens a lot of times in those fourth downs, Chuck. You got everybody bunched up trying to stop that 1 yard. If you can get past it, then all of a sudden it's 50.
Mm-hmm.
So great run and great spot for the Tigers to be able to see if we can't get some points on the board.
All right, 2 wideouts here, one behind the quarterback. That's number 4, who squirts right up the middle. He's down inside the 10-yard line. I believe he's going to be right at the 10-yard line. That's should be Cordrick Johnson running the rock that time, because, you know, we do have running back by committee.
Well, and it's a good committee, too.
Yeah, very much so.
And they keep everybody fresh. They have fresh legs in there all the time. That makes a huge difference, Chuck.
Now, we're at the 10-yard line. We do have a chance to make a first down inside the 9. There is Cooper once again keeping the ball, and he's over the right side into the end zone for the first score of the game, a Terrell Tiger touchdown. 4 left in this first quarter.
Man, great run pass option there, or it may have just been a design run. I guess it's probably a better description, design run. And Cooper did a good job following his blocks.
Here's one Abundance to try the extra point attempt. And I got to move over here because I'm in the windows on the other side. The ball is down and the ball is up through the uprights. So the Terrell Tigers score first in this game against Midlothian Heritage. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101. All right, welcome back to Memorial Stadium at Leon Vineyard Field.
Yes, I bet. All right,
I'll tell you a story about the field when we redid it back a few years ago. About Leon.
Well, is this when you're going to do the dance?
No, that's only pep rallies, Jim.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you were going to do the Leon Vineyard dance. I would like to see it.
That is the victory dance, Jim Cooper.
Yes, sir, it is.
You know that. All right, Juan's set up for a pooch kick, and it is a long pooch kick, fielded at the 21-yard line by Heritage and quickly brought down by the Terrell Tiger kickoff coverage team. What a great coverage on that pooch kick. All right, so here's the story. So we were redoing the stadium several years ago, and was out here watching the progress. The field were and down some. I happened to just be around and talk to some of the construction workers. Here's a play by Midlothian Heritage. RPO right in the middle. And what a strike that was on the quick slant from the right side. The wide receiver was lined up closest to their bench, and it's a quick slant by number 11. That's Ryan Satterwhite. Good throw on the rope right there. And they were noticing that in digging down, because they also lowered the field a little bit, that they were coming up with some artifacts. So here's a shift by Midlothian. They're on the hash mark closest to their bench. Quick pitch out to the edge. That is number 8. Zacho Davis.
Yeah, that's their big running threat right there, Zacho Davis.
And I would say so. He looks like he's got some wheels on that play. They've tried to get the ball to him several times tonight, but he did not. He gained about 4 on that. Second down and 4 with 41 seconds left in this first quarter. They are in the pistol formation. No, they're offset, so it's still the shotgun. And we're on a blitz, and we miss him right up the middle. You live by the blitz and you die by the blitz, and the quarterback does enough. He had enough yardage. You said the stats that he's got wheels himself, and he read the blitz just right, sidestepped our defenders coming in, and he gets down to the 35-yard line of the Tigers and gets the first down. He moves the sticks from Midlothian. I don't know if they'll snap the ball because there are 9 seconds left. Maybe they'll squeeze out one more play. They are taking their sweet time, though. Nope. It's going to be quarter. Yeah, they took too much time.
Quarter.
Okay. With that, it is 7-0. Your Terrell Tigers at the end of the first quarter. We're probably going to take a break and reboot our computer here, so we might not come right back to you. But you're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK, 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
No score between Dawson and Randall. Of course, the Cannon Poteet are scoreless as well. We return to play. First down and 10 for the Jaguars from the Tigers 35. Rudenbar on the keeper. Brought down by number 5, Bryson Martin. Yards gained on that play. Brings up first and 10 from the Tiger 20-yard line.
Before the snap, false start, number 50 of the offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Heritage penalty places the ball at the 25-yard line. First down and 15. Rudenbar's pass is incomplete, intended for number 15, Landon Wright. In coverage for the Tigers, Bryson Martin. Quarterback sack, number 88, DeAndre Johnson. Pressured by number 7, Zyron James. Loss of 6 on the play. From the Tiger 31, with 21 to go. It's third down. Jaguars pass is incomplete. Intended for number 15, Landon Wright. In coverage for the Tigers. Number 24, Amara Miles. Set to kick for the Jaguars. Number 14, Hato Kantu. Bryson Martin with the return of the field goal attempt. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Tigers take over. First and 10. Cordrick Johnson, the ball carrier. Tackled by the Jaguars at the Terrell 39-yard line. 14 yards gained on the play. Good for another Terrell. Tiger. Amber's the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 40-yard line. Result of the play, second down and 9. On the carry. Brought down by number 21, Zayden Moore. Lost the 4 on the play. Brings up third down and 13. From the Tiger 36. Kennemer on the carry. Tackled at the 47 for an 11-yard gain. Brings up fourth down and 2.
Timeout, Terrell. Their first choice timeout of the half.
Update on district scores. Corsicana and Poteet are tied up, 7 apiece. Grendel is up on Kaufman, 7-0. Both games in the second quarter. carry. Penalty flag on the play.
Outside defense, penalty decline. Result of the play is a first down.
12-yard gain on the play. Good for another Terrell Tiger. Handoff goes to Johnson. Brought down by number 2, Dalen Hawkins.
Holding 7 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, first down.
All right, we think we've worked through our technical difficulties on computers and things like that. You know, it happens. And you've missed some exciting plays. The Tiger defense has done a great job on
let's get this play, Chuck, and then I'll recap for you.
There you go. There's Cooper throwing it out to the flats, number 13. That's a pass complete. We are way behind the sticks at this point in time, so it was first down and 20 from the 44, or I'm sorry, it's now on the 44. Second down and 17 for the Tigers in Jaguar territory.
Okay, to recap what happened, just out of the break into the second quarter, Heritage got it down to the 20-yard line. Then I had a legal motion, made it first and 15. Then I had a sack that made it first and a mile. They tried a field goal, and they did not make it.
Well, and the coaches, got to take that with you. Oh, man, you know, that's a bad break for Rice and Merton because that was going to be a completion. He was going to be off to the races. He had a lot of green, but the Midlothian Heritage cornerback poked it out, and he left it on the carpet, and that's going to be a turnover for the Tigers.
Just was, like I said, they missed the field goal. They also, on third down, missed a wide-open receiver who dropped it, and much to the chagrin of the coaches next to us here from Midlothian.
Much to the chagrin of my boss. She came and asked who that was.
They kicked the field goal short. The Tigers fielded that kick, brought it out to about the 25, 30-yard line, made a couple of first downs, and then stalled.
Here's Heritage with just a straight, there's nothing fancy to it. He just gave it in the back, number 8. Zako Davis went around the left side of the offensive front and picks up big yardage out to the 50-yard line. So with 4:56, sorry we missed so much of the second quarter, but 4:50 seconds left in the second quarter, the Jaguars are on the move.
Yep, and score is Terrell Tigers 7, Jaguars 0. There you go, Mr. Buster, making sure you know what the score is, sir.
Yeah, we get in trouble for that. Here's a little play right up the middle. The Tigers had him bottled up. And let me tell you what, Zako Davis, who you had stats on as one of their leading rushers last week, he did a great job there because he was bottled up in the middle as a tackle for no gain, and he squirted through and made some good yardage on that. Probably 7 yards on that, no, 6 yards on that.
Second choice timeout of the half.
We were changing personnel and didn't get off the field, so Marvin had to take a timeout there. So with 4:19, Terrell took a timeout. It is 7-0 Terrell Tigers.
Well, yeah, right there it was that was just a mental mistake by just changing the packages. Somebody didn't know where they needed to be, and had they not taken that timeout, that was a penalty that was going to give them a first down. You know, we talked about the prowess of Heritage scoring coming into the game. And if not for, it's a game of inches, and not for inches on the first ball deep that Heritage threw, that the receiver just couldn't haul in, and then inches by a great play by the Terrell defensive back on the second one, and then on the third one, a wide open receiver that dropped the ball, they would have 21 points on the board. So I think that's probably what's been happening to him in these other games. But Terrell has been there just enough every time to keep the Jaguars off the board this first half.
Coming out of the timeout, everybody's lined up. A reminder, it is 2nd down and 4 for the Jaguars from the 50-yard line, 49-yard line, let's call it. It's right there. Quarterback was going, it was a zone read. Quarterback decided to keep it because the Tigers widened out on it, so he goes back inside, gets down to the Terrell Tiger 35-yard line, and the Jaguars are going quick. There's another zone read play. Quarterback decides to keep it once again and gets down to the 27, 28-yard line. Oh, but you got a hold.
74
come on
the
back.
offense.
Well,
10-yard penalty,
you know,
first down.
Heritage has been throwing a lot of success, and like I said, just a few inches off on. But right now, they're showing on the ground that they can really move the ball. That running back is a really nice young man as far as being able to get to the edge and has some speed, and the quarterback's got wheels.
It's now 1st down and 20.
It's 1st down and 20 now, back at the 45-yard line. He's going to spin the ball up, but we're going to believe we jumped off sides because they blew it dead. I'm not sure why they blew that dead unless we made contact.
Yeah, or legal procedure?
No, they've already stepped it off.
Defense with contact, 5-yard penalty.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the Tiger defense is held strong. They've bent a little bit, but they have not broken for sure. I'd watch for Davis coming out of the backfield. Him and that quarterback are make a tough 1-2 punch.
3:15 and counting in this first half. They are now at the 40-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Jaguars. He's going to spin the ball up, or he thought he was going to spin the ball up, and he has to change. Oh, there he is. He rolled back out because he had nowhere to go on the left side of the offensive front. The receiver on the right side did exactly the right thing. He saw the quarterback doubling back, and he got into a dead zone in between the defenders. Well, the coaches are not happy again.
Yeah. Well, yeah, to say the least, they're not happy. Because
it's left me speechless because I was watching the swing gate happen.
And for some reason, the play didn't ever start or count. I don't understand.
It didn't count because the ball wasn't set for ready.
Yeah.
Mr. Whitehead wasn't ready. All right, the kick is up and the kick is good, and that's going to be a tie ball game here in Terrell. 2:59 left in this first half. Sorry, I went dead there for a second. Just couldn't believe what I was hearing. I've never heard a coach get that animated about
a conversion.
And he is hot.
Yeah, yeah. But he, I can understand his frustration. Maybe not to that level, but
exactly.
I mean, the swinging gate worked. Except that, like you say, they never set the ball for play.
Never set the ball for play, yeah. And they'll have complaints about that, but you know what? It's a 7-7 ball game at this point in time. And, they're going for 2. Maybe this has something to go with your stats that you talked about how many points they've scored in the other games versus how many points they've given up, because they've given up a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe we're in a defensive battle here because we've been ahead this whole time.
Right.
And they thought that maybe they needed to go for 2 just to be ahead of us by a little bit. I like that. There's that funky little kickoff again that you like.
Yeah.
It's going to go in the end zone once again. It hits at the 1 and bounces through the end of the end zone, so the Terrell Tigers will have it at the 25.
I don't understand the fake kickoff. It's not like I sat here and was amazed. Oh, my gosh, he didn't kick it. Okay. I don't understand, but okay, that's your deal and not ours. So, you know what? The madder this coach gets, the more I want the Terrell Tigers to step up and really go.
Yeah, I mean, not that we have big play capabilities. That's not Marvin Sedbury football. We have let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
His offensive set's not set up for big plays, but we do have big plays from time to time.
Sure.
So there's Cooper. He's rolling out, and he's going to throw it out into the flat. And we are not on the same page, quarterback and receiver at all. Goes incomplete into the bench, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Cheerleader made a fairly nice play on trying to get that ball.
Cheerleaders are in pink for the month. I mean, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so
Yes,
everybody.
absolutely. Everybody would support that cause as best they can. It's a horrible, horrible thing that young ladies go through, young ladies of all ages.
Split backfield behind Cooper. No, not even a fake, and Cooper's off to the races. He goes over the right side in between the wing and the tackle. He gets good yardage on that quarterback keeper. Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd down about 3.
Yeah, very important 3rd down here at the end of the half. We don't want to give them the ball. The way they can throw it, we don't want to give them ball with a bunch of time left on the clock.
Right.
Very critical 3rd down here for Terrell.
We got one receiver into the boundary. That's going to be just a straight handoff to and a 1st down. Good feet work coming back inside to gain that 1st down, get across the 35. Was that to Mayan or was that Cordrick?
I believe that was Cordrick, but whoever it was, they kept their feet moving. That was a great hustle play on their part.
Yeah, and here's Cooper with another. He was going to set up, throw the ball, but guess what we're going to get? There's going to be a chop block in the backfield because you can't hit a defender that low. But I don't know what this flag right here at the 49's for.
I think we got a chop block there, and I think down here we have a different foul. Or surely
not.
He did not throw that chop block from 45 yards away. That guy did not throw that flag. But I guess he did.
Yeah, yes he did. So should be 1st down and 25.
Oh, it may be.
That should be a personal foul penalty, so that's 15-yard penalty.
Well, 1st down and 25. We got to see now if the Jaguars start using their timeouts. Otherwise, it'd be great for Terrell just to run this into the halftime, and let's go to the halftime tied.
There's Cooper. He's going to throw it in traffic. Wow.
Yep, but DeCondre.
The catch was made there. I can't see who it is.
That was Keandre.
Is that Keandre? Yeah, sure is.
Yep.
Tackle made by number 2, Jalen Hawkins.
And coach is not hurrying at all.
Well, the Jaguars haven't taken their timeout, so they're not thinking the other direction. So
Cooper's back. He's going to throw the ball down the field. He has. Oh, that's pass interference all day.
Yes.
Number 10 was coming across on a post route. That's Noah Lewis. And here's the thing. That is that's a penalty that young man is not going to get yelled at because it saved a touchdown.
Well, it could have. Very well could have. You're exactly right.
It's a spot foul, and it stops the clock, but,
And with it being a spot foul.
No, it's not a spot foul. I'm sorry.
It's not? Okay, there you go.
But the thing about it is Noah was breaking towards the post or the flag, the backside flag, and Cooper had the ball on the line.
Yep.
That's one of his better passes I've seen in a couple of weeks. So.
Yes, sir.
Reset the game clock to 1:11.
Minute left here in this
Started
first half.
on the
And Terrell's got a
1:11
chance.
on the clock.
Let's see where we need to get. We got another, 20-something, 25 yards? We get into Juan's field goal range anyway.
Reset the scoreboard clock to 1:11. Evidently, we let it run a little too much. And here's a jet sweep to the left. It fools nobody on the Heritage Jaguar side. So that's going to be a tackle for no gain, or is that going to be a loss? I believe it's going to be a no gain, so 2nd down and 10 with less than a minute left. ball game is tied 7-7.
Yeah, Terrell only got one timeout left. They had to take one earlier because of some personnel.
There's Cooper throwing behind receiver. Goes incomplete, so that stops the clock with 43.3 seconds left.
I don't recall the other timeout that Terrell took. I remember the one from the personnel deal, but.
Yeah, I don't recall the other one either. Because that one was just recent.
Right.
Well, I say recent. We had that little technical faux pas there for a while. Cooper's going to run the ball just straight up the middle. I think coach is just going to go into the halftime at this point, just let it roll. Midlothian does take a timeout, it looks like.
And is Cooper Flo getting up there?
He is. He got hammered by a couple of 2 or 3 Midlothian Heritage, but you know what? Since they took a timeout, he does not have to come out of the game because we didn't come out and give him any type of aid. He's coming off on his own.
He is coming off on his own power, but I do worry about that young man. He's not a large kid, and Midlothian seems to know that if he doesn't see something right away, he's going to take off and run it. And boy, they've popped him 5 or 6 times in this first half right there at where he's made 5 or 6 yards.
And they took that timeout at the right time. I mean, there's 39 seconds left, but like you alluded to, they do throw the ball all over the yard. And we are going to have to punt because it is 4th down. So they're going to have, just that 30 seconds or so, maybe a little less to do something with the ball.
Yeah, with 2 timeouts, they can throw it. They can throw across the middle of the field, too. That opens up the middle. All right, Juan, let's see a better punt than that last one.
He is standing at the 34-yard line waiting on the snap. The receiver for Midlothian is standing at the 24, and it's over in kind of a sideways-looking spiral kick. It's fielded there at the 31-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Heritage Jaguars with 33.7 seconds left.
Well, not his best kick of the year, but much better than that first kick in the game. I like that kick a lot. That was going to be tough to field and to return the way he kicked that ball.
That odd spin that it had on it.
Yeah.
There's no wonder that the Heritage player fielded it and
just fell down.
Kind of fell down, yeah. All right, they've got twins on both sides. They have a slot to the left, quarterback in the backfield by himself. Here comes motion, and they're going to do a fake sweep and throw it back across the middle, and he throws it out of reach of his receiver on the slant route across the middle of the field. It was about 15 yards downfield, but he throws it out of reach, so incomplete. 28.9 seconds left.
Great coverage by the Terrell secondary that time. Even that young man would have been open with a perfect pass, but as I looked at him, I glanced at the rest of the field, and everybody was covered there.
One in the backfield, twin set towards the Tiger bench. He wants to throw it across the middle of the field, Kent. 66, he just had to throw it away. Zamonte was in his face. Big Zamonte was in his face. He had nowhere to go with that. And finally he just gave up because I think you were fixing to say, and I'm going to step on you a little bit, nowhere to throw the ball again.
Right. No, that was really good coverage. But the pressure was what really ate him up that time and knocked the popcorn out of that guy's hands that he threw it in the stands.
Twins and a slot to the Jaguar sideline, one in the backfield beside the quarterback, single receiver towards the Tiger bench. This is going to be a rollout all the way. He's going to take off and try to get whatever yards he can. He's down the sideline, finally pushed out about the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. Nope, they're going to call him out at the 39-yard line. 11.6 seconds left in this first half.
The only problem with that play, the Terrell defense had everything covered, is if they got a first down, they get another, at least one shot, maybe two. depending on how quick they can call that timeout.
Right.
We just don't want to give this offense a whole lot of shots.
Ball is on the hash mark closest to the Jaguar bench. Single receiver to the boundary, twins to the wide side. Zone read look inside. There is Keandre providing pressure, and Keandre got held coming in, and Mr. Whitehead did throw the flag on it. So my guess is it's going to be holding. That's what he just said. So
yep.
Jaguars are going to back up once again.
Well, the defensive line has been the story. Yes, we've had coverage in the secondary, but the last 3 to 4 plays, the defensive line has been the story, putting the pressure on him, not letting this young man set his feet and be able to throw the ball like we've seen him throw earlier in the game. That's been the big difference.
And I'm not going to disagree with you at all, because I think it happens all up with the big uglies up front.
Holding, 58 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Make something happen there. What the discussion was is they were giving Marvin the opportunity to decline it, and it'd be second down and 10, or take the penalty and it'd be 1st and 20. And he'd elected to push them back a little more, because my guess is that he sees the same thing we do. Of course, he's watched a whole lot more video than we have.
Right.
That they throw the ball all over the field.
Right, yeah.
The kid does spin it up pretty well too. He's been off.
Yep.
But he's not afraid to throw the ball. So with that, the quarterback just downs the ball. We're going to go into halftime here with a tie ball game. It's your Terrell Tigers 7, the Heritage Jaguars 7. We'll come back with some halftime thoughts maybe. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
Game clock to 28 seconds. To 28 minutes. Please set the game clock to 28 minutes.
Heritage High School is proud to present
While the
award-winning
Midlothian Heritage Band and Drill Team and Heritage Band are here on the field. First half, we had some technical difficulties, so I quit watching for a little while, because now we're kind of going back and forth, because we had, he said we sounded like we were in a barrel, and we finally got that figured out on the computer thing. Overall, for the Tigers, because of the high-scoring Heritage Jaguars,
I think it's a tremendous half for Terrell. Offensively, we've had our issues, but hey, you're playing a good defense right there. So I think Terrell's defense has been the story of this ball game. They have played a tremendous game, and it just helps that the Heritage quarterback and the receivers have just barely been out of sync a couple of times.
Well, and I think you and I have talked about this before in the first half. We kind of alluded to it, is that they score a lot, but they get scored on a lot.
Right.
And that could be one of those things where they're getting scored on a lot, because if this is typical of this quarterback to throw the ball, he's not scared to throw the ball.
Yep.
But if he has that many incompletions, then that stops the clock.
Right.
That gives the other opponents time to come and do something, potentially scoring points, which is keeping the other opponents in the game.
Right. And, I looked also back at Dave Campbell, and I want to give on all the stats I got, I need to give props to Max Preps and to Dave Campbell. Look back at Dave Campbell, and the Heritage had 7 starters return on offense. That's a lot of starters in high school returning on any deal. They only had 3 on defense. And I think that Terrell, once they were so successful several times running to the outside out here. And that may be because they were pounding it inside. I'm not a football offensive coordinator, so I can't tell you. But, boy, I sure would like to see them test that outside several more times. And just, hey, flat run the ball.
Yeah.
That's what Terrell does. That's what Terrell's going to be successful doing. And I think that's the recipe for them to hang in this game and win this game tonight. I mean, there's no reason we're not going to win this game tonight.
Well, and I'll talk about the big uglies, the offensive line and the defensive line. And here's my takeaway from the first half, is that Heritage Jaguars defensive line is not dominating the Tiger offensive front, but they're doing enough to where we can't get anything going inside, to your point.
Yes.
And also to your point, I think, you didn't say it, but I think that we are much faster towards the outside. And I'm sure that's what Marvin and the guys are in there talking about right now in game planning for the second half. I think we need to take a little more shot on the outside, running the ball, because I think we can beat them to the edge and make 4, 5, 6 yards.
If not 14, 15, 16.
Well,
because depending on how quick you get to that edge, if you're running to the wide side of the field, those could break and be big plays.
Well, I mean, like the touchdown run, it was a 4th down, and he hits in between the wing right off tackle, and everybody sucked inside. To your point, very on point about everybody's looking to plug the middle, plug the holes, the middle of the field. They're just trying to get a yard, and we go off tackle and make a big game, which also says something, because I said it earlier, not that I'm patting myself on the back or anything. We are not a big play offense, but we do have offensive big plays, and that's one of them
exactly.
that comes up.
Yeah, you have big play capabilities.
Yeah.
I think the way you put it. And absolutely. All these backs and the quarterback and the tight end, who's also the receiver and running back, Keandre tonight. All those guys are capable of making a big hitter play. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I've lost Heritage, man, Chuck, and it's really bothering me. I don't know where he went.
I will try to find him. Let me talk a little bit, and I'll let you find Heritage, man. You just mentioned Keandre. Keandre's been used a little more in this game than I have seen. He's always been a tight end. He's always been a defensive end. He's got, for a big guy, there's a reason why he's being looked at by a lot of colleges and universities, because he's a big kid. He's got great soft hands as a receiver. He's got decent speed as a big guy. But we've seen something tonight where he's lined up wide. He's lined up in his wing. He's lined up at the tight end. He's lined up in the backfield. He's run the ball inside. He's run the ball on a little trap play, a wing trap inside, which is, part of the offense, but we haven't seen that with him yet, or at least I haven't seen it with him yet this year. But I made the comment about athletes are used for athletes. He's an athlete, and he can get things done.
Well, absolutely. I mean, hey, that's the coaching staff. You got to utilize the tools that are in your toolbox.
Right.
And if you've got one that works for you in several different modes, and hey, we've all used a screwdriver to pop open a paint can, right?
Right.
I mean, that's not saying anything bad to him at all. I'm just saying, man, if you got somebody that you can use, you got to put him in position to make plays. Especially against a team that rolls in here. Chuck, they're only 2-3, but the teams that Heritage has lost to have been absolutely number 1 in the state in 4A and number 1 in the state in 5A, and another team, Aledo. that's a really high ranked in 5A. They have been battle tested. They have played some really good teams. Now, hey, it also shows that they can get beat by a comparable team that knows how to stop their offense. That has the recipe, that has the people on the defensive line that can step up and make those plays and put the pressure on this quarterback where he's not back there just so comfortable. Because when he gets comfortable, I think it would be trouble.
Well, and let's go into that conversation. I don't want to leave out Tamine and Cordrick and Cooper yet.
Yeah.
I want to still talk about those three. But to your point, you made the point earlier about how our defensive front, which is what I talked about, their defensive front is not – they're kind of controlling the line of scrimmage, but they're not real aggressive. We're not getting the running game inside. Our defensive front, however, has stepped up, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the throwing quarterback, making him roll, make choices, making him run, which he broke free for a few runs that are big yardage. And he can run. His stats show that
he can run.
But he's more comfortable throwing the ball, I think.
Well, he's more dangerous throwing the ball if he's stepping back there without any pressure on it. I think the dangerous is the real word on that.
And our defensive linebackers have put a lot of pressure on him tonight, gotten Heritage game plan off track.
I think so. I think we hear it about 2 glass door cubicles down that there's some frustration building down there. They've gone to the locker room to really kick their butt, the players, and really get them going down there.
The boss went down and said something. She doesn't play that.
Yeah, well,
she's sitting on the other end of the press box, and here's him carrying on. That's one of those things.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the other three, though. I think Tamine and Cordrick are doing a great job. Tamine has had some big long runs. He had the touchdown run a while ago.
It wasn't quite the touchdown, but he got him down to the 15.
Big long run.
Yeah.
But Cooper, for some reason, he's not comfortable in his own skin throwing the ball tonight. But they've called on his legs to do more. Because he is running the ball. Now, we saw him get popped on that third down play right before the end of the half.
Yeah.
Which I agree with you that, we don't need him to get hurt or anything.
Right.
But that shows that the coaching staff has confidence in him to do what he needs to do with his feet, or for him to make the decision on an option of giving it, throwing it, running it.
Right. Well, absolutely. That's what the whole RPO is supposed to be about, Sean.
Right.
It's supposed to be about putting a young athlete in a position to where he has options based on what he sees. He's not run the ball yet that it wasn't a positive run.
Right.
But it just really, really worries me that he's maybe tucking it a little quick. I would like to see him opening it up a little bit. But then again, I'm not standing down there with somebody 200 or 100 pounds heavier than me ready to make me look like somebody in a Call It All ready commercial. That was not political, just a thought on a commercial that made me laugh. But I would love to see Terrell hit with these running backs, because I think it would take so much pressure off him.
Yeah.
It would take so much pressure off him if we could get to the outside a few times and then run those a couple of counters.
Right.
And take that
and
pressure
we've talked
off
about
of it.
that before, because if you become one-dimensional, you're one-dimensional, and the defense will tee off on what you're doing.
Right.
Once you open that running game up a little more, that puts everybody at ease a little more. That opens up the passing game. It also does exactly what you're talking about, is that takes the pressure off the shoulders, so to speak, of the quarterback, so that he can make those decisions.
Right. He's more comfortable making them because he knows everything else has been working.
Right.
What do you reckon this thing is on the field, Shut?
It looks like
some sort of alternate universe.
Well, I was going to say that, and I was going to say Twilight Zone, but the Twilight Zone is not exactly what it was. I think that is the the Outer Limits.
Outer Limits.
The Outer Limits opening credits there on the field for Heritage.
Well,
of course, it is marching band season. They have props all over the place, so does our band. So
I'm not sure, but I think Heritage Band got sucked into that vortex, and I still don't see it. It bothers me. But, overall, I think a great job by the Tiger defense and a very good B-plus job by the offense.
Yeah, I'd give that too.
Yep.
Hey, let's look at some scores across the district. It looks like everybody's at halftime by the Dave Campbell's Texas Football app. And Kaufman and Crandall are playing. Of course, I don't know what I did with that, but Crandall is one of those leaders in the district.
Yes.
They are 17-7 over Kaufman at halftime in Crandall. Corsicana is up in Mesquite, either at Memorial or over at Hanby. And Corsicana and Mesquite are in a big, tight game. It's 7-9.
How about that?
How about that?
You got field goals or a safety somewhere.
Yeah. Now, we talk about Ennis, is one of the perennial being good. They are having kind of a down start, but they're just like Midlothian, that played some big teams in the beginning. Greenville traveled down to Ennis, and they are behind at halftime, 24 for the Ennis Lions to the 0 for the Greenville Lions. Greenville over the past several years has not been able to put much together, unfortunately for them.
Well, because it's very early in district play, and we don't want to talk about it, but from kind of what I'm seeing shake out, and this is just my opinion, my gut feel, is you've got 5 teams vying for the 4 spots. Mm-hmm. You got Midlothian, you got Heritage, you got Crandall, you got Coughlin, you got Ennis. That's your 5 teams that are really vying for those 4 playoff spots that'll happen here. And I'm not saying anything bad about Greenville, Corsicana, or Poteet, but it just says it on the field on what's been happening so far. Kaufman really surprised me. I mean, Terrell was in a real tight game with them last week.
Well, it was top ball game at halftime.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago or whatever it was.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
we
ago.
We had a bye week.
Yeah.
Tie ball game at halftime.
Right.
And then Kaufman blew it up.
Yep.
Second half.
Yep. Well, here comes your Terrell Tigerettes, it looks like, out there. They're marching out to come out, Shuck.
Yeah.
And
well, with that, we are going to let you listen to the sounds of the Terrell Tiger Band. And you can't, unless you're on Studio 101, you're not seeing the Tigerettes. But it's been what we do for the second half here. We're going to take a break, let you listen to them. It's Terrell Tigers 7, the Heritage Jaguars 7. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your grand champion, Terrell High School Tigerettes. Entertaining Tiger Band since 1951, the Tigerettes are under the direction of Cody Irwin and Tiffany Schroll. Tigerette officers, junior Lieutenant Jill Stewart. Senior Lieutenant Sandra Brown. Senior Lieutenant Brianna Scrambler. Senior First Lieutenant Malaya Verdorn. And the 2024-2025 Senior Captain Mackenzie Knowles. Tigerettes of the Week are Leah Velasquez and Katrina Mendoza. Tonight, the varsity Tigerettes are performing the Precision Palmer Routine to Land of 1,000 Dances, performed by the Terrell High School Band. The Tigerettes would like to dedicate this halftime performance to all those affected by breast cancer. Our hearts are with you and your family. Superintendent Dr. Warnock and the Board of Trustees, as well as the community, taxpayers, for their continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome to the field your Terrell Tiger Band. Drum majors of the band are Jonathan Maldonado, Daryl Floyd, and Kevin Espinoza. Band directors are Ashton Carter, Jose Leonis, Dale Chavez, Corey Collins, and Roderick Boyce. Band member of the week is Sheila Ortega. Section of the week is the mellophone section. Guard member of the week is Emma Martinez. Terrell's 2024 marching show is entitled What Grows After, including soloists from Raiden Secora on euphonium, Brighton Craig on trumpet, Alexa Madden on flute, Josue Gallegos on soprano saxophone, Nadia Sanchez and Gladys Castillo on flugelhorn. Under the hand, you may begin your performance. this marching season. Score updates from around the district. Poteet leads Corsicana 9-7. Brambly leading Hoffman 17-7. Both about to kick off the second half.
All right, I guess we're back. Jim and I have been talking off air. I hope we didn't say anything that's going to offend anybody.
No, I don't think so. Still wondering where Heritage Man went.
Heritage Man. Well, the Tigers are coming back out on the field at this point in time, and so is the Jaguars. You know, just to recap a little bit, because it's been about 10, 12 minutes. It's been 10 or 12 minutes. The voice from above is telling me to do something, so sorry for the pause there. Chuck does a great job on letting us know when we're good and when we're not. But you and I are on the same page once again, Jim, that we think it's been a really decent game first half. The Terrell Tigers have done a great job on defense, on getting pressure and coverage in the back. Number one, not letting quarterback throw the ball all over the yard, and then putting pressure on him to where he's making some mistakes.
Right, no doubt, because and you know what? You also have to be fortunate and have a few breaks, because there was a couple of those passes that were just inches from really hurting the Tigers back there.
One in the first quarter down here, I'm pointing towards the north end zone. About the 10, 15-yard line, the kid he had about a half a step, and he would have been close to the goal line. And then the one at the other end, on the cemetery end, about the 5-yard line, got overthrown down there. So
right.
You know, you talked about the possible 21-point swing.
Sure.
That we were fortunate enough not to have. It does not say anything bad about the secondary, because they've been in the position, except for one of the long pass plays. But that was a scramble, and that receiver did exactly what receivers are supposed to do, is find the dead zone to make a play for the quarterback.
Well, Tigers are going to kick it off here and up on defense. I think it'll be real telling how they both come out of the field house, opening this second half.
All right, Juan Abundus has got it teed up. His back full board into the field, the cemetery in. And I thought he was going to pooch kick it, and I think he still is. It's going to be a long pooch kick. Going to be fielded about. Well, it's not. He thought it was going to go in the end zone. And, well, guess what? It's going to turn out good for Heritage, because he picks it up with a host of Tigers everywhere. And he gets over to the Heritage sidelines and turns the Jets on and outruns everybody down to the Terrell Tiger 32-yard line. I'm really surprised there's not a flag on that, because he got drugged down from the back.
Yeah, he got a horse. He was horse collared. Chuck, what a turn of events! Because you were right. He bounced. Juan's kick bounced at the 5, went over the guy's head. He thought it was going to the end zone. He picked that up at the 2. He had a 60-something yard run back, because I think everybody thought it was going in the end zone, and then he just took off. Man, that was a heads-up play.
So the Tigers' defense on a hole right now, and Heritage is trying to take advantage of that. They give the ball off to their running back with all the yards. It looks like he picks up probably 7, maybe 6. Zako Davis picks up 6 on the first down play. Good, strong run from
that young man has run hard all night, Chuck. He's I think when you go and look at his stats, he's going to be at 8 or 9 yards a carry again when you finally get to the end of the game.
Yeah. Twin set. Zako's behind the quarterback in the pistol set. There is a pass on a quick slant, quick post, if you will. Terrell defenders right on top of that and has something to do with the incomplete pass. So 3rd down, that same 4 to go.
Great coverage that time, because that was just that's a quick timing route that you see at all levels from high school up. And you got to believe those boys were there. You know, the boys have got the timing down, but Terrell was there just in time to break that up.
Single receiver both sides, slot to the right, one of the backfield beside the quarterback, and they decide to move the tight end in the slot to the other side of the field. And it's a fake quick pitch out. The quarterback keeps it, so it's a zone read play, if you will. He gets across the 20 down to the 18-yard line. That's going to be the sticks for the Jaguars, 1st and 10.
Well, we knew that the stats said he could run. I think we're seeing with our own eyes when that young man gets going, he can run also.
Formation tight end slot to the right. There is a give to number 8, Zako Davis.
Yep.
He goes across the right side, probably somewhere between the guard and the tackle. Wasn't quite off tackle, but he gains about 3 on that, so 2nd down and 7.
That was even though he made those 3 yards, that was a really, really good tackle, because it was one-on-one after he burst through that hole. And that was a nice tackle by number, I can't see it that far, Shuck, 93? The defensive end on this end?
I don't think we have a 93.
Okay, 87?
Don't have an 87.
Okay,
Kundry, 88.
Yep.
There's the ball. Quarterback trying to throw the ball, and he has time. Pressure once again, but ball is complete inside the 5-yard line. And I don't know if y'all can hear the crowd or not, but he got popped by number 11, Caden Darney.
58
Dabney,
of the
I'm sorry.
offense.
Caden
10-yard
Dabney coming
penalty.
in to clean
Second
that
down.
up. Did not see what the flag was for, though.
Was it helmet to helmet?
No, they're
it's
backing up
backfield?
Heritage. So I bet it was a hold on Heritage, and they're going to back them up.
Well, you know, the defensive end from the right side of the defensive line had a good rush going, and he was closing the gap on that quarterback before he threw that ball into the flat.
That's probably Zyron James on the far side. He's usually opposite from Keandre. So it is holding. Quick slant. That's an interception for Terrell.
Yep, he's
Quick
down.
slant, and the cornerback jumps
Yes.
the route. That is number 18, DeMarze Spencer. He jumps that route on the quick slant and comes up with the interception for Terrell. Terrell will take over. Another bad break for Heritage.
Well, and you know what, though? That's using your head. That's watching your film of your opponent coming up and knowing what they're going to do. I promise you, they continually will run those quick slants like that. And that defensive back, boy, he made a great move and, like you said, jumped the route and made the catch. Good job, Terrell defense. Looks like they're getting ready here.
Yep, sorry, I was checking something. We're all in except for one wide receiver to our bench, 2 in the backfield behind Cooper. I'm sorry, that is not Cooper at quarterback. That was a zone lead play over the left side of the offensive front. I'm trying to figure out who that is. Is that Brian White at quarterback, or is that Caden Valentine at
Holding,
quarterback?
65 of the offense. Half the distance to the goal, 1st down.
Terrell got a holding call there, which will back us up. It's half the distance because we are already inside the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. I'm sorry, 1st and 20 from the 8-yard line. Ooh, that's tough.
We think that maybe Cooper got hit a little bit harder than we thought there at the end of the second quarter.
One behind the quarterback, and the Heritage defensive front has come out of halftime very fired up. They are manhandling the offensive line of the Terrell Tigers. There was a no gain there. I'm sorry, there was a gain there. It's 2nd down and 16 from the 11-yard line. 36 and counting left in this third quarter. Yeah, Jim, we'll take a look and see if we can see Cooper on the sideline.
I don't see him on the sideline right now, Chuck. That doesn't mean he's not sitting down where I can't see him.
Right. Two in the backfield behind, who I'm thinking is Caden Valentine as a quarterback. Toss sweep. Oh, double reverse. Coming back to us. That is Cordrick on the double reverse, and he gets finally run out of bounds somewhere around the 15, maybe 16-yard line. Still behind the sticks, though, because we had the big holding play up first. So it's going to bring up third down and I think 12 for the Terrell Tigers.
Yeah, well, that's getting it to the outside, and it was successful. The only problem was you had so many yards to go because of the penalty that it didn't seem as successful as it really was.
Right. You know, now I'm thinking that the quarterback might be Ryson Martin, and
number
that
5.
is correct. It's number 5, Ryson Martin. And that was evidently, because it was not blown dead, that was a backwards pass. Luckily, it was picked up by us and then moved forward to that line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up fourth down and that 11 go for the Tigers. So not a very good offensive outing deep in our own end.
Well, it's going to be difficult for Terrell to get moving with a new quarterback. Not saying anything bad about the quarterback at all, the new quarterback. It's just that, you know, it's reps, Chuck, and you know that he hasn't been taking the reps with the first team.
Yeah. Fair catch for the Heritage Jaguars at the Terrell Tiger 47-yard line. That's where they're going to take over at 7-7. Jaguars and Tigers here with 7:20 left in the third. You know, your comment about the reps is right on, Jim, because in practice the backup quarterback is usually not getting all the reps.
Right.
And or they are playing on the scout team.
One of the two. Yes.
One of the two. So, you know, they're getting reps, but it's at a different speed in practice. It's not game speed. You know, if he's a quarterback, he's been a quarterback for a while, but and I don't know his story. There was a sweep play, just a regular toss sweep to number 8 over the left side of the Jaguar front. He picks up 5, so it's 2nd down and 5 for the Jaguars. It's just different in practice.
Well, and it's timing with your receivers. It's
backs and your cadence with the offensive line and center. He's going to spin the ball out. He fakes the ball. It's going to be a double move, and he pulls it down and takes off. There's another flag in the backfield. The quarterback is brought down by a host of Tigers at the 33-yard line. However, that is a holding call against the Jaguars, so that's going to bring that back and move them back behind the sticks, and we're going to replay that 2nd down from way farther back.
Well, the defensive line has been so impressive this entire game, and right there, they were right there. And the offensive line has resorted to having to hold them sometimes. They were right there. Yeah, did he squirt out and make a few yards? But he's not sitting there and getting to throw ropes 30 yards down the field because there's somebody on him all the time giving some pressure.
Right. So they are back behind on their own side of the 50 now at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 15 for the Jaguars. One of the backfield beside the quarterback, it's going to be a give to that running back. That's number 8 again, Zico Davis, and he picks up a couple yards to the 50, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Jaguars.
That was a great stop by the interior of the defense of the Tigers there, because that's the first time I hadn't seen him run for 6
or more.
Yeah, or more for sure. At least 6. So good job by the Terrell defense. Now, with that being said, the Terrell offense is going to have to do something. You can't leave the defense on the field the entire half.
Right. Twins, both sides slot left in motion, coming to the right side. Quarterback in the shotgun as he has been most of the night. Here comes pressure once again from the defensive front, and he makes the pass play. It's going to be depending on where they spot the ball because it's right at the sticks. It's right at the 37-yard line.
Well, if they don't, they'll go for it if they don't quite give it to them.
But
they
sticks
did give
were
it
already
to
moving.
Yep.
Of course, a couple of games ago that didn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah.
They were moving all the time.
I think they'd have went for that fourth down at a foot anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's just a heads-up play by the quarterback. He had lots of pressure on him, which is what the line needed to do, and that receiver just got into a spot for him.
Here's the quarterback going to spin the ball up once again, but he pulls it down. I think that was actually a fake anyway. And he's a big, strong kid. He fights and fights and fights for extra yardage. Gets down to what appears to be the 30-yard line. So, made something out of absolutely nothing. Second down and 3, short 3 in my indication. So he made 7 yards on his own. I've spotted Cooper, Jim, spinning out to a quick in route to the number 2 receiver on our bench. That is going to move the sticks down to the 19-yard line. If you'll look right down there at the Tiger 49-yard line, he's standing right next to a coach. He does not have his jersey on. Quarterback for the Jaguars goes right up the middle. He gets 11 yards on that first down play down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be first and goal for the Jaguars. They are going with tempo. There's a quarterback once again right up the middle.
Called it short.
Nope, they're going to mark him down inside the 1-yard line.
Yeah, those quick slants. You can tell that's the bread and butter of their offense, or is hitting those quick slants and then opening it up.
So hard to defend too, because if the receiver jumps inside with that first move, then the defender, all they can do is hope to knock the ball out or make the tackle quickly.
Especially when you got a quarterback that's throwing it right on the money.
Oh yeah, that play, the quarterback keeper on the second down and goal, he did not get in.
No.
So it's going to bring up third down and goal from inside the 1-yard line. They had everybody messed up right behind the center, everybody that could, illegally, and they did not get a push whatsoever out of that. So they're going back to the shotgun on third down and goal and give it to the running back, and he walks in the end zone. Offensive line did a great job. They opened up the hole between the right guard and right tackle. There was nothing going to stop him from getting in.
Here's your swinging gate again, Chuck.
Touchdown.
Oh, they're already moving.
Yep. Well, they decided not to run the gate. Well, you know what? Terrell's defense actually did not play bad there. They just got a little overcome by tempo and by those quick slants that just moved them down the field.
Tempo was my key word there. Heritage stepped it up with getting to the ball quickly. And with that kick, the Jaguars go up 7. It is with 2:31 left in the third. It is Heritage Jaguars 14, the Terrell Tigers 7. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
Call for Heritage.
All right, it looks like Heritage is going to line up for a pooch kick, but they do it every time, and then they come through and kick the ball. They have, I guess it's 2 kickers. He's actually going to pooch it this time. It's going to fall in no man's land, and you got to field that ball. He was going to let the ball hit the turf and look at it, and finally he jumped on it. That has been Achilles' heel over the past 3, 4, maybe 5 years on pooch kicks for Terrell, watching the ball hit the turf and not doing anything about it.
Right. Well, the Tigers were fortunate that he woke up and jumped down on that ball and got it. So now, Rice Martin, converted receiver. It's time to play a little quarterback, son.
Well, and I've got a comment about that. We got twins to the field side. I mean the Terrell sideline, and then there was a straight handoff to number 4 for us, Cordrick, and it did not go anywhere. The Midlothian Heritage defensive front is just manhandling our offense right now, which is unfortunate for us because we need to do something with the ball with 2:03 left and counting.
Well, again, it's not only him. It's not only him that needs to step up. They have to give him some running lanes, but let's try to use our speed to the big side of the field. I sure would like to see a play like that right now.
Everybody in except for one wide receiver. There is Cordrick once again with the ball. He goes over the right side. The right side this time. Looks like he picks up maybe 4, 5 yards, maybe more than that.
I think he got 5 to where he got that yard back, so it should be 3rd and 6. About
3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a good 6-yard run.
So that was good news right there. It's a long 5, but doable. At least we're not selling under the goalpost.
Exactly.
Like we were. Twins to our sideline. There's going to be a straight run by Ryson, and he tries to do what he can to get close to the first down out at the 38-yard line. That is going to be that's not going to be close. They're saying move the stick.
Injury timeout.
Wow.
And we have I thought it was too close to call too. If I was at Midlothian, I'd tell them to measure it. But we have a player down from Midlothian. It looks like it's one of the interior linemen. Hope that young man is not
40
hurt
seconds.
at all.
Absolutely. No one wants to see anybody get hurt.
So here's my comment, Jim. Over the past many years, except for this year, Terrell and this is nothing against Marvin at all, Terrell has not had a quarterback.
Yes.
It's always been somebody that maybe played quarterback when they were younger.
Right.
Maybe middle school, maybe younger than that, but converted into a defensive back or a running back or a receiver. And then they have to step back into that role, and this appears to be the case tonight again. And we talked about reps and everything because Cooper is on the sideline. He doesn't even have his jersey on. So I'm wondering if he went through concussion protocol and they're keeping him out the rest of the game because of concussion protocol, and then he'll be reevaluated tomorrow or Monday.
Right. Well, the other thing that happens, Chuck, that when you pull one of your best receivers out of their position to make him play quarterback, now you're lesser receiver. And I don't want to say lesser probably, but you have someone out there that had been
rotation.
Right, you're taking somebody out that has been very successful for you this year as a receiver.
53.4 seconds left in this third quarter. It's 14-7. Jaguars over Terrell. All in tight, 2 in the backfield behind Bryson, and there's. I believe that was Roderick Hembrick Jr.
It was. That was number 2, Roderick. Yeah.
He does a good job. It looks like he picked up about 7 yards in that first down play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3. And we'll see what Marvin does. There's 25 seconds left, so we're going to have to. We don't have to snap the ball, but
no, I think they will.
They might do it. Run it down a little bit for a little bit more.
Maybe he's not.
Well, yeah, he's under center. He's going to go back. He's going to hand off. And that's going to be a first down. That's a good way to start the fourth quarter on a good run by Tamai and Ambers right up the middle over the right side of the center to move the sticks out to the 49-yard line. So we're about to start the fourth quarter. It's Jaguars 14, the Tigers 7. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM, and Studio 101.
At the end of the third quarter, you score Heritage 14, Terrell 7. You score updates from around the district. Corsicana leads Poteet 13-9. And Kaufman trails Crandall 17-7.
Cooper the Snake.
You may think his name is Paul.
No. All right, welcome back. We're coming to the fourth quarter. And good, tight ball game right now. Cooper Kinnemer has been taken out of the ball game. We're suspecting that it might be concussion protocol. He looked fine on the sidelines, but that doesn't mean anything. But the Tigers just made a first down behind the leadership of Ryson Martin. He's come in to take over the quarterback duties, and there's Tamai and Ambers running the ball over the right side towards the Tiger bench. It looks like he picks up a long three, so it's going to bring up second down and 7 for the Tigers.
If Terrell could continue this drive the way they've started it, you know, and that last first down put them right near midfield, that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Terrell's defense. They need Terrell's defense needs a blow, and obviously Terrell needs to score, but you know, this methodical running game is really the answer for Terrell.
There's number 4 straight up the middle, Cordrick Johnson. He gets another couple of yards down to the 46-yard line, so it's running up third down and long. 46, third down and long 5 for the Tigers. The other thing it does, Jim, is that it gives, this is, you know, he came in late. He came in right at the first of the second half, and he's got to get in a rhythm.
Yes,
I'm talking about
he needs some reps, yes.
Yeah. Tight end wing right, wide receiver right. On the right hash mark, everybody's, you know, into the boundary except for one running back. There's toss sweep over the left side that nets another yard, so it's going to bring up fourth down and 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Terrell will stay out there on 4th and 4, Chuck? Kind of looks like it.
Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Well,
Marvin's going to go for it because he's not drawing up the play, but he's taking a good long look. Finally, the play has been brought in by Ryan Thomas, one of the receivers.
Well, the thing it does with that methodical running attack, though, is bringing them all into the box. So let's see if we can't pull out a little something to get over the top of that.
Well, and there's your look, and that is caught by number 7 at the 10-yard line. What a great catch by Zyron James to take it. He didn't take it away from the defender. The defender was in the right place,
right?
But he won the battle, and what a throw by Ryson.
Yeah, that was right on the money, right over the top.
I was just fixing to say we have gone one-dimensional, and I don't know if Ryson can throw, but that shows that he can. There's a zone lead over the right side. I believe that went to mine, and that's going to pick up about 5 yards. In my estimation, maybe 4 yards. I don't know. The sticks are moving once again. The phantom sticks. We don't know. Second down. The scoreboard says second down and 6. There's another toss lead back to Tamayan. He bounces out to the outside, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. Might be inside the 1-yard line. They are talking about it. He did hit the pylon. Nope, they're not going to give it to him. They're going to say he's at the 1 yard line, so it's going to be first and goal from the 1.
Well, that one pass play, Chuck, that's the one we needed because it got everybody out of absolutely just slamming into the box and waiting for the run. Once you get one-dimensional, it's just so hard.
Yeah, for sure. All right, what I saw, Jim, is that we ran in some extra linemen in, so we've gone jumbo package on first and goal from the 1. We're going to pound the rock in, and Ryson has no trouble getting over the left side and in for a Terrell Tiger. No problem whatsoever.
That was a really, really sweet drive, Chuck.
Well, and to your
Injury
point,
timeout.
exactly what we needed.
Exactly what they needed. For the defense also, not just for scoring, but for the defense. It's let them catch their breath. It's let them talk about it and talk about how we can slow Heritage down when they get the ball back.
Well, and let's talk about that a little bit because I don't think Heritage is going to slow down because they found some success in going quick.
Well, when I say slow down, I mean not let them get 14, 15-yard chunks on a slant, 4 or 5 times in a row.
High snap, but you know what? Juan Abundance did a good job. The holder, whoever the holder is.
That was number 5.
Okay, so that
was our quarterback.
Martin, that's our quarterback. He did a good job pulling the high snap down, and then Juan Abundance did what Juan Abundance does is put it through the sticks.
That's right.
All right, 8:57 left in this fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. It's your Terrell Tigers 14 and the Heritage Jaguars 14. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM 102.5 FM.
TerrellXL.com for details and registration. Once again, that's TerrellXL.com. To receive for the Jaguars, number 4, Aaron Cohen, and number 1, Braden O'Neill.
Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. We've got a great game going on right here. The Terrell Tigers are holding the high-scoring Heritage Jaguars down well below their average scoring.
Yes.
And the Tigers have had to change quarterbacks. And that last drive did everybody a lot of good. Here's Juan Abundance. He's going to kick off. It is not a pooch kick, but it hits about the same spot, about the 20-yard line, filled there by a Heritage kick returner, and he gets out and gets kind of upended about the 32-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, let's see what the defensive coordinator, I'm sure he sat there and met with the defense during that long offensive drive, and let's see what they come up with. But I think to your point, you're right. They found success with these quick slants and with tempo, and I think that's what we're fixing to see. Mix in with that number 8 running because, boy, that young man is quite a nice back.
Zako Davis. Fake to Zako right there, and a quick slant to number 88. That's probably a quick 6 yards out to the 39-yard line, so second down and 4 for the Jaguars. So there's that quick slant that you're talking about.
But they have not gone tempo. That really surprises me, Chuck.
Does me too. Heritage has twins to our sideline, which is the wide side of the field. One single receiver up top. There's the ball given to Zeke in the backfield. Zako, not Zeke. Zako rumbles through the Tiger first and second line of defense down to the 48-yard line, their own 48-yard line. That's going to move the sticks. Another first down for the Jaguars.
Number 8 runs downhill every time.
Yeah.
It's like he runs downhill. He is north and south, and he is going.
We need to get into a little strategy here. Strategery. There's another run by Zako, and he's north us out, just like you said. It looks like he's going to pick up another 5 yards on that. So it's going to bring up second down and 5.
Stop made by 55. Alden Moreno.
So I'm going to go back to last weekend.
Yes, sir.
College game.
Yes, sir.
There was a team that let another team score so they would have time to get the ball back. Did you happen to see that game?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
I don't think that's Marvin's.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's Marvin's plan. I hope it doesn't work out that way for him, but
but if we can get something, if we can get a stop, that might not come into play. There's a throw and a catch down to the 39-yard line, another Heritage first down. My point being is that our offense is not built on short time periods.
yes.
And you've got 6:35 and ticking here with Heritage moving the ball.
Well, it's those timing routes that are just absolutely.
Boom!
There
Caught
you go.
Zako in the backfield. That is a great tackle for loss there. They came with the stunt, and they did not beat us on the stunt that time. So it moves Heritage back behind the sticks, back to the 41-yard line, second down and 12.
Well, and I think you called it the stunt. I think the defensive coordinator is thinking the same way you are. You got to do something to shake this up.
Right.
You can't just keep letting number 8 run downhill and then just keep completing these things. You're going to have to put something in the quarterback's face.
Because the quarterback has gone to a quick pass. There's Zako. Oh my gosh. We tipped the ball, and the receiver had great thought processes, and he kept concentration and caught the ball. That's unfortunate for us because that was going to be a good play, but that receiver did exactly what receivers are supposed to do, is continue to concentrate on the ball and make the catch.
Yeah, that was a great catch. It was a good play by by our defensive backfield there and tipping it, but wow, good play.
There's a quarterback keeper right there, and that's fooling nobody. That's going to be a tackle for loss by our defensive front there, back to the 21-yard line, 5:08 left. That's going to bring up second down and 13 for the Jaguars.
Result of the play is a loss of 3.
Yeah,
4:58 and counting.
Yeah, I tell you that was a great play getting on the quarterback there. He didn't have time for the run-pass option. It was the fall-down option was the only option he had left because Terrell was right on him. I like seeing these stunts. You're going to have to take a chance. You're going to have to blitz it.
RPO right there, and he goes double move over the top, and he overthrows the receiver. All right, there's a hitch in their thinking. Third down and 13, a double move. Wide open double move. He just overthrew him.
But Terrell brought the pressure, which I think the quarterback felt that pressure coming right in his face because there wasn't just one guy coming at him. There were 3.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think that's what that do is, hey, you had to do something. I agree 100% with our defensive coordinator there.
All right, Twins to the Tiger sideline. The ball is in between the 2 hashes. There's a motion from the slot. There is a quick out by I believe that was a slot in motion. He just gets into the flat, and the quarterback put it right on the money right there. So it's going to be first and goal from the 3-yard line, I believe, maybe the 4-yard line.
Well, Terrell brought the pressure again that time.
Yeah.
But the quarterback turned, set his feet, and made a play. He concentrated on throwing that ball. That was one of the better balls we've seen in the last couple of drives from him. We saw some great ones in the first half, just didn't get caught.
There's a quarterback zone read. He elects to keep the ball. He gets inside the 3-yard line down to about the 2. So it's going to bring up second and goal from the 2. 4 minutes and 10 seconds and ticking.
So you thinking Matador right here, just let the bull run through, wave the cape?
That's what that college team did. Man, I've never seen anything like that. That kid just looked at the running back and just let him in. There's quarterback keeper. He gets up into. Did he get in the end zone? I think he did. Down. Yep, they gave it to him right there. He got up into about the 1 yard line. And I guess I couldn't see it. I guess he stuck the ball out over the goal line. So touchdown Heritage. 3:45 left. We still have all 3 of our timeouts.
Yep.
They have all 3 of their timeouts. So we're not in. We're in desperate because we're behind, but we have time in the timeouts. The kick is up and the kick is good. So the Jaguars go up by 7. It's your Terrell Tigers 14 and the Heritage Jaguars 21. All right, so here we go. Backup quarterback. Last drive took some time, but it did 2 things. You are on the defense a rest. I was on the other side of it, giving him some confidence running the offense, getting that rep in. And I think Rawson kind of got into it a little bit.
Right.
There was only one pass play. I didn't think he was going to throw the ball at all, but that one pass play, he put it on the money. The receiver did a great job.
And set him up for that touchdown. Chuck, here's the other thing. The one thing that we're looking at is with the 3 timeouts, the entire field's open. It's not like you have to throw the out routes to the outside. Everything across the field is open. We got timeouts to be able to do it. I'm not saying kick off again. I'm not saying that he should go out there and just wind it up and play Peyton Manning. Absolutely not. You got to run your offense, but he is going to have to throw the ball to keep them honest.
I think so too, and I wasn't going with the throwing the ball to quick outs and get out of bounds and save time and things like that. We're not that desperate. There's 3:45 left. If we get some success here and get down to the 50 and the clock's ticking down, then maybe we have to go to something like that. But I'm gonna agree with you. The playbook is wide open.
Yep.
Stick with what brung you.
Right.
You got time. There is your point. In my words, is there's no time for panic.
No,
unless that happens.
Well, yes. The last thing you want is negative yardage on a play.
Yeah.
That's the thing that could kill you on this drive because you're not going to get the ball back.
No.
I mean, in high school, you're just not going to. More than likely, you're not going to get the ball back. If you do, it's going to be a very short time. So, Terrell's got to really suck it up here.
Second down 15, that was not a good outing there. There is a floating pass, and that's going to do it right there. Ryson throws it up. Unfortunately, Heritage undercuts the route and intercepts the ball at the 32-yard line. So it's not over, but that puts us in a hard spot now because of the time left.
Terrell,
and they're deep in our territory.
Terrell's defense is going to have to get a quick turnover.
Yeah,
they're going to have to cause something that happens quick. That pass, it wasn't a bad pass, but it had a lot of air under it. It had a lot of. They gave that defensive back a lot of time to adjust to the ball.
Agreed.
And that's just. I think that's just lack of in-game reps.
Zako and Carter are in the backfield as they have been all night. There's ball going to Zako, and he just motors right up the middle. He's still on his feet. The whistle has not been blown. Now it is. It looks like he picked up probably 5 down to the 27-yard line. The clock is ticking 2:50 and counting.
Looks like we got another Heritage young man hurt out there, Chuck. That's unfortunate.
Freeman Robinson. Let's just hope that's a cramp or something.
They're working on his lower extremity. So,
all right, let's take a break. 2:50 left in this ball game. It's there. Terrell Tigers 14, the Heritage Jaguars 21. You're listening to Terrell Tiger football on KPYK 1570 AM, 102.5 FM.
Oh,
There's a lead, I'm sorry, it's not a lead sweep, it's just a sweep given to Zako. He goes over to the left side of the offensive front. Tiger stretched out. It's going to bring, not a first down, it's going to bring up third down and appears to be one for the Jaguars.
boy, this is a big third down here, Chuck.
Well, you would have to think that the Jaguars, they're up, but if they don't make this first down, they have a choice to make. Are they going to go for it on fourth and get another first down, or would they kick it? I believe the coach is going to take a timeout because he's walked down to the side judge over there, and that's exactly what he's doing when the play clock.
Timeout, Heritage. Their first choice timeout of the second half.
One of the things is, Chuck, he may be telling them, look, guys, this is a play we want to run because we got two to make it. Yeah. Terrell defense has played a really good game against a very, very high-powered offense. But when it comes down to making 1 yard when they've had to do it, I don't know that we've truly stopped them at that.
Yeah.
Because they got either the running back or their quarterback that both just run tremendously hard or have been successful all night. So
we stopped them once down on that first and goal.
Yes, we did.
But then they came back and they got it on the next play.
Right. So in 2 plays, I think their coach, we just need to get in the backfield, see if we can disrupt something.
Yeah. Now they didn't get the 1 yard when he was under center, but they did get it when they were in the regular set, and that's what they were in. The quarterback shotgun, running back beside him, and there goes Zako, and he gets hammered right at the line of scrimmage.
I think he had forward progress that unfortunately is going to make it.
I think he got down to the 22, and that's going to move the sticks.
Timeout, Terrell. Their first choice timeout of the second half.
Now, Marvin's using his timeouts. Not necessarily academic at this point in time, but it really kind of is.
It is, and it's a shame. I would have really loved to have seen Terrell's offense with Cooper at the helm of the second half, not to take anything away, because number 5, I'm sorry. Yeah, he came in and he did a very, very good job in what is a very tough task to go, is to move from receiver at halftime to have to play quarterback the rest of the game.
Right.
That's a tall task. That's a big ask for a 17-year-old kid to have to go out there and do that. So, not taking anything away from him, but could have been a little bit different. But, hey, we talked about it before the game. These guys have been averaging 67 points a game in their first 2 district games. They're at 21 right now. That's a big-time statement from the Terrell defense. I think they played an outstanding game.
Regular set for Heritage, quarterback in the shotgun, one back beside him, gives it to Zako once again, tackle for loss, back to the 25-yard line, Clock's going to roll, though, at this point in time, and Terrell takes
Brought down by number 8, Aiden Downey.
their second timeout.
Right. They should have one
Timeout,
left.
Should
Terrell.
have one
That
left.
second choice timeout. Please reset the
I haven't
game
done the
clock to
math, but-
136.
Well,
They're
it's
still going to have to
36
get
on
the
the
fourth
game
down,
clock.
it looks like.
yeah, it's going to be. I don't know what just happened to the clock. There we go, 136. One more timeout. Let's say Terrell gets to stop here, depending on how long the play takes.
Right.
Heritage would be, in my opinion, foolish to put the ball in the air.
Yep.
Run the ball, let the clock run, make Marvin take the last time out, and then the fourth down play makes them make a decision on the fourth down play.
Whether they're going to kick a field goal and try to ice it, or
yeah, you have a minute left basically
Right.
when you get the ball back.
From the Tiger 24.
Same set for Heritage, wide receiver both sides, tight end slot to the left, one back beside the quarterback. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. We had him in the backfield, and he such a tall, strong kid.
Yep.
He squirts up
Rudin by the ball carrier.
over the 20-yard line down to about
Terrell,
the 19-yard
their final
line.
choice
So that's gonna
timeout of
bring
the
out
game.
that, third down play, and Terrell's going to take their last timeout. So with 1:29 left.
yeah, you can't. Neither one of those guys in the backfield, you're not going to arm tackle them. They had his arms on. He had your arms on him, but boy, they didn't have any leverage, and he squirted right through. But it's still third down and 5 or third down and 6. Terrell's defense, they come on and stop, and then, stranger things have happened, Chuck.
Jimmy, do you have a
Yes, I have a new fan down here.
fan?
Yeah, I do. That makes one. You got to start somewhere.
All right, coming out of the timeout, I know we're just kind of
With 6 yards to go,
hanging on
it's
the
third
air
down.
here, and but it's such an important third down. We're in a big hole, no doubt about it, but it's an important third down to see what Heritage is going to do here. Same set, nothing odd here. Give the ball to Zako, and there's a huge hole over the left side. However, there is a flag on the play, which is also going to stop the clock. It was not going to be a first down play at the.
76 of the
I think he
10-yard
had the
penalty.
first down, Chuck.
Third down.
Well, it's not going to be first down because of holding, so Heritage is going to be backed up quite a bit. Only a few seconds have gone off. It's 1:23.
Replaying the third down. Okay.
Playing the third down, yeah,
29-yard line.
from
Terrell
farther back.
From farther back.
brings up third down and 16.
And now at third and 16, I'm with you. They're not going to put it in the air. It's time to sell out. And let's
Yeah.
put that run. Let's put the run blitz in there. Let's see what we can't do.
Same formation. The back over is on the right side, and then you're going to give it to Zako, and he gets over. Oh my gosh, big hole, and here comes another flag in.
They also another hole down
Yeah,
there.
another hole, which is going to bring the touchdown back, which is great for us.
And it depends on where the hold was on whether it's a first down,
And
right?
Marvin's talking to Mr. Whitehead. There is something going on. Marvin did not like something.
I
And I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either. I'd like to hear what the flag was about. I got to think it was a hold
Yeah.
on here. They knew they were going to run it. Terrell had it defended, and then
17.
somehow
Offense.
he just squirted out of there. Let's see what they're saying.
Marvin's still arguing something.
But the other good news is they're keeping marching back.
Yeah, the bad thing is they've taken more time off the clock.
That's true.
Now, third down, 26.
But you're right, only 51 seconds left.
And I still say Heritage does not put the ball in the air.
No, They doesn't make sense to.
Well, and we can't stop the clock. They run the ball once.
Well, if we could get 6 more holdings, we'd be right down there, Shuck.
A second choice timeout of the game.
Okay, Heritage is taking a timeout, so we're doing this. They still have 1 left in this half. See, unfortunately, I think it's academic at this point in time because you run a play, and depending on the outcome, 5-6 seconds go by, and then you reset the play clock. And
right.
then that has to run. So even if it's 4th down and you get the ball back, you're going to be under 20 seconds to do something.
Oh, yeah, I think you're going to be under 5.
It's going down that low. Okay.
Yeah. So you're going to have one shot at it.
You're going to,
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was thinking 40 seconds, but if they call a timeout, it resets to 25. I don't know. Sure. But there's not going to be much time left if they can. I like the whole holding strategy. If we can get them to hold some more, we seem to be making better yardage going that way.
The rollout, they're going to put the ball in the air, and it's a catch, and they bump him out of bounds. So that stops the clock.
I don't think the Heritage coach is very pleased with the young man getting it. I mean, it's okay to catch the ball, but fall down.
He's animated for sure over
there.
I mean, you throw a crossing pattern,
At the 30-yard line.
and you throw it close to the sideline. And of course, you got to know what the defense is going to do is try to get you out of bounds before you get down.
Right. And I think our people up here in the booth would be animated too, but they got shut down by the boss lady.
They got chastised.
Yeah, they did.
All right, here's a
field goal.
Yeah.
Let's block this. Let's block it.
7-yard.
I can't believe they're kicking it. Block it.
Oh, he's got a leg. He missed it though. Yeah, he missed it wide left.
Why would you do that, Sean?
I don't know.
Okay. We got 40 seconds left. We got the ball at our own 40.
Yeah.
Okay. Academic? No. Evidently, maybe not.
Evidently not.
Maybe not. Wow.
Evidently not. That's crazy. I don't know why you throw it. You run the ball and you let the clock run and you get it down.
Yeah, but that was 4th down, though. Where they really screwed up was with them going out of bounds.
I'm talking about on the 3rd down play.
Yeah, why do you go out of bounds?
Throw it out. That's okay. Well, we miss a pass to the out route. So now we come into play where we're going to throw it to the side and get it.
Well, you don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice. We don't have any timeouts left.
Chop box 65 and
as close to
52
the
on
sideline as you
offense.
can,
Half the
as long as
distance
you
to
make-
go. First
As long as
down.
you make yardage, and we got a holding call on us. So they're listening to you, just the wrong team. getting
No.
holding
Yeah,
this
they
time.
don't need to call holding on us. That was on
they
them.
are.
Well, but here's the other thing, Chuck. If you throw a couple of these out routes, it's 3rd down. Chunk it down the seam of the field and see if somebody can't just bust loose.
Right.
I think he showed us that he had confidence throwing the ball down the center of the field.
Yeah, but if you notice, Heritage is in prevent because they got four DBs at the 30-yard line. The line of scrimmage is way up there, and there's your down the field look.
Yep.
And there's no play on that ball. The receiver and the DB were step for step, good position on the DB. So it's 3rd down in that same 25.
Well, you got 2 more shots at it.
Yep.
That's what you got. A third. I don't see a 20-yard out being completed. That's not Terrell's offensive skill set to be out there throwing a 20-yard out.
Right.
So
he better hurry because there's 6 seconds left on on the play clock. We didn't get it away.
Come on.
Oh, no, we didn't. There's the out of bounds.
Okay.
Okay, there was a penalty, so that was second down. Okay, so it's third down in the Trinity River right now.
Right.
For first down, but you know, first down might be irrelevant with 28.6 seconds left, even though it would stop the clock. But you got 2 downs to get the first down.
Does it stop the clock for the chain to move? Because the chain might already be halfway there by the time. I'm sorry.
They might do that. Gotta get
All right.
You can't do that. Yeah.
And
we took a sack. What I'm talking about.
That's your ball
sack,
game.
so that's going to be it. There's not going to be enough. You can get set, but what are you going to do?
Well, here comes a Hail Mary. A Hail Leon.
You got to get set. No, we didn't get set. Well, they didn't throw a flag on us. Well, that's a good Hail Mary, but it's going to be an interception.
Yep.
All right.
That's your game.
And that's not so bad. You know, I hate it for the Terrell Tigers because they were in a good position all night long. They held Heritage to a lower score game than they usually did. So, well, with zeros here at Memorial Stadium, it's the Heritage Jaguars 21, the Terrell Tigers 14. We'll come back with a few comments at the end. You're listening to Terrell Tiger Football on KPYK 1578 and 102.5 FM in Studio 1.